The 2016 BMW 7 Series. Explanation of driving safety features.
2016 BMW 750i safety features: park distance control, person warning with light city braking function, high beam assistant, adaptive headlights, flat tire monitor, active protection package, integral active steering, speed limit information, head-up display, active blind spot detection and lane departure warning, frontal collision warning, and intelligent safety button.
Park Distance Control (PDC) supports you during parking and maneuvering. For this purpose, the system monitors the approach to an object. The approach is indicated with acoustic warning tones and can be shown schematically on the control display. The warning tones and display change continually with the distance between the vehicle and the object. The backup camera shows an area behind your vehicle on the control display and supports you during parking and maneuvering. Turning circle lines and lane lines help you park. There are two markings you can show in the image of the control display. The static red turning circle lines show you the shape of the smallest possible turning circle of your vehicle with the full steering angle. The variable green lane lines help you estimate the space required when parking and maneuvering. They are dependent on the current steering angle and are continually adjusted to reflect steering wheel movements. Position your vehicle so that the turning circle lines lead into the targeted parking space within the limits. Turn the steering wheel until the turning circle and lane lines are aligned. This results in a parking situation that fully utilizes the smallest possible turning circle of your vehicle. The person warning system with city light braking function can thereby help prevent accidents with pedestrians, for example, within built-up areas. To do this in a certain speed range, the system warns against potential collision hazards with pedestrians. A camera located near the interior mirror recognizes people in the danger area. A warning signals the risk of an accident and requires immediate intervention, for example, braking. In order to shorten the braking distance, the automatic brake intervention provides additional support during braking. The high beam assistant switches the high beams on and off, depending upon the lighting conditions and the traffic situation. A sensor near the inside rearview mirror monitors an area in front of your vehicle for this purpose. The high beam assistant detects the headlights of oncoming traffic. The high beams are switched off. In addition, the high beam assistant also detects the taillights of vehicles driving ahead. Various light controllers optimally adapt your vehicle's headlamp light to an extremely broad range of road situations. The adaptive headlight follows the course of the road depending upon the steering angle. As a result, the inside area of curves is illuminated better. In tight curves or when turning, the respective turning lamp is also switched on to further enlarge the illuminated area. In this way, pedestrians can be seen more easily. This diversity of light control options enables optimum illumination of the road in a broad range of driving situations. The flat tire monitor detects inflation pressure loss while driving and will signal this as a flat tire. This system must be initialized with the correct tire inflation pressure before a flat tire can be detected. The initialization will be completed during driving. When a flat tire occurs, the diameter of the defective tire changes, which also affects its rotating speed. The defective tire turns more quickly. The flat tire monitor compares the rotating speeds of the wheels with each other. When inflation pressure loss occurs, it detects the change in the rotating speed of the defective tire. A flat tire is then indicated. The Active Protection Safety Package optimizes the preventative occupant safety and thus actively provides for even more safety. With its pre-crash function, as at a certain speed, the system can recognize critical driving situation which could lead to an accident, such as an emergency stop and severe understeering or oversteering. Protection measures are automatically undertaken to minimize the risk in case of an accident as much as possible. For example, the front belts are pre-tensioned as required and side windows are closed. Depending upon the equipment package, the side tilt glass roof is also closed. Active protection can also be triggered by other driving safety systems. For example, if the approach control warning with light braking function detects the threat of a collision, or if the rear-end collision prevention detects a possible collision. Integral active steering adjusts the steering effect to the particular driving situation, and in this way optimizes vehicle handling when you change directions. The system has two functional principles: the steering angle, dependent steering ratio. The rear wheels also are turned. The steering angle ratio is dependent on the steering angle. This is beneficial during cornering, for example. The reduced steering wheel movement perceptibly enhances steering comfort. The rear wheels also are turned a few degrees. This keeps space requirements to a minimum when maneuvering on narrow roadways. The vehicle can pass through narrow spaces even more comfortably. At higher speeds, the rear wheel steering provides even greater driving stability. When changing lanes, for example, the wheels on both axles turn in the same direction. The vehicle drives sideways. This movement optimizes the forces acting on the vehicle. As a result, vehicle handling becomes exceptionally sporty. Through these numerous features, integral active steering enhances vehicle handling and comfort at all speed ranges. The speed limit info shows you the current speed limit in the instrument cluster. To do this, the camera at the front of your vehicle checks traffic signs on the side of the road. Signs with speed limits are recognized and displayed in the instrument cluster. The maximum speed appropriate for the corresponding road is then shown in the instrument cluster. The system takes the information from your navigation system into account in the process. This ensures that, for example, the appropriate speed limit is shown, even in developed areas where there are no traffic signs indicating the speed limit. The full-color head-up display projects driving-related information onto the windshield directly in the field of view. As a result, your eyes can always stay on the road. The displayed information includes the current speed, navigation information, and speed limit information, including no passing zones. The display can be adjusted horizontally and vertically on the iDrive controller to create the most comfortable position for the driver. For good recognizability, the intensity of the projection automatically adjusts to daytime and nighttime light conditions. The active blind spot detection warns of critical situations when changing lanes and thereby actively increases the safety, for example, on the freeway. Checking the surrounding area of the vehicle on the side and rear is especially important when changing lanes. However, depending on the situation, certain areas next to and behind the vehicle are not easy to see. Therefore, when the system is activated, the sensors in the rear bumper monitor an area behind and next to the vehicle. A display on the outside mirror will show whether vehicles are approaching from the rear or passing from a certain speed. If you activate a turn signal in such a situation and thereby indicate your intent to change lanes to the system, a warning will be displayed. The warning symbol on the outside mirror will begin to flash, and the steering wheel will vibrate. You will thereby be intuitively supported to abort the lane change and prevent a collision. The deactivation of the turn signal will cancel the warning, or as soon as no more vehicles are present in the critical area. The system thereby helps you recognize possible dangers when changing lanes early and prevent them. The collision warning with braking function is thereby helpful to recognize collision risk and supports you to prevent collisions while braking. Sensors in the front bumper and a video camera monitor traffic in front of your vehicle and can recognize vehicles that are in the detection range of the sensors and video camera. These vehicles may be parked or moving. For example, if a vehicle that is moving in front of you brakes abruptly, a quick reaction may be required. When a moving vehicle is recognized in front of you, the system will help optimize the response time with a two-step warning. The first warning step is the preliminary warning. It will signal the warning with an emerging danger of collision, or if the distance of the vehicle moving in front of you is very short. This warning is given by displaying a corresponding symbol on the instrument panel. At the same time, the brake system will be made ready for possible full application of the brakes. The second warning step is the acute warning in the event of an imminent danger of collision. The symbol on the instrument panel will begin to flash. An audible warning signal will sound at the same time. In addition, your vehicle will brake slightly automatically to initiate the braking procedure, which you will be able to then finish yourself and intuitively to a full application of the brakes. The system thereby supports your own responses to traffic and thereby makes driving safer every time. The intelligent safety button is located on the center dash. It allows you to activate, deactivate, and customize some settings on the frontal collision warning, lane departure warning, blind spot detection, and side collision warning. Frontal collision warning and pedestrian warning cannot be deactivated. When the intelligent safety button is green, all driver assistance safety functions are currently active. Press the button once to view the current settings menu. Inside the settings menu, you can choose to turn on all functions, select or deselect individual functions, and to configure options such as setting your delay time and activating or deactivating steering intervention. A checkbox activates the function. An empty box means that you do not want that function to be active. To turn off all driver assistance safety functions, press and hold the intelligent safety button until the light goes off. To turn all functions back on, press the button again. When the intelligent safety button is orange, this indicates that at least one or more functions are turned off. Please note that all safety systems are on by default each time you turn on the car. Come test drive the 2016 BMW 7 Series at Boris Said's Center of Excellence, BMW of Murrieta. You have just watched video number 6, Driving Safety Features. Be sure and check out the other BMW